imeiambia mahakama ya upeo kwamba vifaa vya KIEMS kit havikutilafiwa kama anavyodai Raila Odinga na Martha Karua. Tume hiyo pia imeshikilia kuwa raia wa Venezuela walikuwa miongoni mwa wafanyakazi wa IEBC, hivyo basi walikuwa na idhini ya kuingia kwenye mtandao wa IEBC. Tume hiyo imeongeza kuwa ushahidi uliowasilishwa katika mahakama ya upeo ni ule wa uchaguzi wa mwaka 2017. Tupate taarifa hiyo.
The second attempt again by John Gidongo in his affidavit to try and present some form of evidence is in the form of logs which were alleged to have been gotten somewhere. It says Karen with these 56 mysterious people, and this I think is what senior counsel Professor Gidhu Mugai was talking about, hearsay on the back of hearsay. I was told that I had. Really, is that the sort of evidence that you want to present before this court? We took time, that is, the ICT team took time to study the logs that were presented. My ladies and my lords, I'm sure you have appropriate infrastructure to be able to make a determination on your own as to what these logs entail. From the analysis that were conducted, and this is again contained in the affidavit of Martin Nyaga, these logs arose potentially or were picked potentially from the 2017 general elections. There is the heavy weather that was made about the Venezuelans. A specific name has been dropped of one Gaidino Omar. My ladies and my lords, the contract between Smartmatic and IEBC was for the supply and maintenance of the infrastructure that they had. It then meant that they had to bring their personnel to manage or just monitor the smooth running of that system. I would want to again equate this to a situation where in your house you decide to assign a plumber to do for you some work. When the plumber comes to do the work, then you raise an alarm and say, oh wait, there's a plumber in my house. How is a plumber to do the work that he's supposed to be doing in the house? Certainly, it does not make much sense. If you expect the plumber to fix the plumbing problem, then certainly you must give him access to the plumbing problem that you have. Now, I have looked at, and we've tried perusing through all these documents. There is not a single form that has been presented which appears to suggest, even in the lightest of ways, that there was any interference. And again, just relating this to the architecture of our elections, if at all there was any such interference, it would have been an interference that goes into the numbers. Now, because we have not seen that, is this the case then, therefore, why numbers has become a very dicey and perhaps an area where everybody would want to avoid or run away from? In the petition, I suppose the first and most important thing is you must demonstrate that you had specific numbers. Even if there's to be contest, let it be contest between this set of numbers and the other set of numbers. It can't be a contest between the man who was said to be the man in the middle and numbers. If that man was in the middle for sure and he had a job to do, then that is a man who slept on his job. Because we are not shown anything that he perhaps could have done while in the space that he is alleged to have done anything that would have interfered with the will of the people.
Naam, mtazamaji, kufikia hapo